Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bravo Breakdown on the Just Saying podcast. I am so excited to now be recapping Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 5. This season is special because it's not just a one-location destination trip. These housewives are taking it across country. I watched season 1 and 2 of Ultimate Girls Trip, but I do need to catch up on the seasons in between. And just saying, anyone else here feel personally victimized? We will never see the Morocco Girls Trip. So if you didn't know, there was an Ultimate Girls Trip that they filmed a few years ago now in Morocco. And allegedly, Brandi Glanville from Beverly Hills did something inappropriate to Caroline Manzo from New Jersey. Alleged. I don't know anything else than what's been reported in the media, but Caroline Manzo actually filed a lawsuit against Bravo. So needless to say, we will never see any footage. But I would really love it, Bravo, if you could air some clips, maybe. They had such a good cast for that one, too. But oh well, moving on. So, Season 5 of Ultimate Girls Trip honors 20 years of The Real Housewives by featuring appearances from over 80 former and current cast members. So excited! The ladies are starting off in Orange County and will end at Dorinda's Bluestone Manor. So the lineup this season is Vicki Gunvalson from OC, Luann de Lesseps from New York, Teresa Giudice from New Jersey, Cal Richards from Beverly Hills, Porsha Williams from Atlanta, Gizelle Bryant from Potomac, and Lisa Barlow from Salt Lake City. So I have never watched the Salt Lake City franchise, but I was recently turned on to Lisa Barlow prior to watching Girls Trip because of her song Baby Gorgeous. I absolutely love that song. So then as I was watching this first episode, I was like, you know what? I do like her so far, just one episode. But Lisa, your hair is gorgeous. So sleek and shiny. I need your secrets, Lisa. How do you keep your hair so beautiful? All right, let's get right into this episode. We start off with Porsha. She is packing in Atlanta, and the fabulous NeNe Leakes makes her appearance. Yes, I love NeNe Leakes. We learn it has been since Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 since NeNe has been on Bravo. NeNe comes in, says to Porsha, "You swimming in the lady pond?" And, well, Portia's like, well, at first, just casual texting. And then I invited her to an event. And ever since, we've been in a full-blown relationship. We then learn that NeNe will also be making an appearance when the ladies make their stop in Atlanta. Close your legs to married men. Bloop, bloop. So all the girls finally arrive in OC. We learn that March 21st, 2006 is when the first episode aired. So I was in high school at that time, but I don't remember starting to actually watch Real Housewives until I was in college. So all the ladies get to OC. They are meeting up at Newport Beach at the Surf and Sand Hotel. Looks gorgeous. It's right on the water. Vicki looks at Luann and says, "Do I call you Countess?" She says, "You can call me Lou." Vicki says, "Let's whoop it up." Vicki is excited to be hosting first in her city. So she is taking the ladies on a yacht and then dinner at the Quiet Woman. Vicki passes out. Then Vicki's like, "Oh, I have gift bags for everyone." But she then passes out snore machines to everyone and says, "You're going to love them." She then tells the ladies about her thing that she does when she snores, when a conversation gets boring, so they can use these snore machines on the trip if needed. And in true Vicki fashion, all of the gift bags have clipboards on them encouraging them to sign up for life insurance. Absolutely love it. People can say whatever they want. Oh my God, Vicki, that's, so tacky or whatever. She's so smart. This is great advertising for her business. Vicki is self-made running Kodo Insurance. It's one of the reasons I love Vicki because of her work ethic. So good for you, Vicki. Take advantage of the situation to promote your business. And Gizelle says, this makes me nervous. Lisa says, I just met Vicki and she already wants my social security number. Vicki says, you all have ADD, stay focused. This is going to be a long 14 days. Too funny. So then all the ladies start getting their rooms, getting hair and makeup done for the yacht. Teresa then says, oh, this reminds me of Jersey. And Vicki kind of confusingly looks at her and she goes, does it? They all get on the yacht. Vicki and Teresa, I'm actually interested to see. They're so incredibly different in how they speak and present themselves. They're just two totally different types of women. So I'm really excited to see these two interact. So that first little Vicki's oh, it does it? It's okay, so they all get on the yacht. Lisa then says it looks like pterodactyl land. Whatever. They all go upstairs and there are full-size cardboard cutouts of all the ladies from their OG season. So their original looks. Vicki then says, Teresa has changed the most. And Teresa says, the only thing I had done was the tip of my nose. Oh, Vicki, here we go. That will come back to you with Teresa. Vicki asks the ladies, do you know how to play Bunco? So we learn the dinner at the Quiet Woman is actually an 80s themed Bunco night. Gizelle asked the group what they think their most iconic moment on Housewives is. Vicki says, well, I have several iconic moments. And as she starts talking, the ladies are kind of talking over her, ordering drinks. And Vicki says, hello, I'm talking here. Vicki says, showing up at my son's college. I did a keg stand. Woohoo, where's the party? Kyle says, when I ran out the door in Amsterdam with the cape. Never go after my husband. Lisa says it was her hot mic moment and that she cried watching it back. And then Porsha says, look, Atlanta took it to the next level. Me and Kenya. Wow. Yes, her and Kenya did spice things up for sure. And she kind of goes back to her season 6 reunion Atlanta. She had an altercation with Kenya, but you can Google that if you'd like to rewatch that. So, and then everyone says, well, Teresa, yours is kind of obvious. You were fucking engaged 19 times? You fucking stupid bitch. Teresa says, I went away for signing papers that I didn't read or understand with her husband. And Vicki's over there about to have a coronary, because Teresa mentioned mortgage fraud and Vicki just about looks like she's having a mini stroke. And I don't want to know any of this. I don't want to know. I pay everything on time, no penalties, no interest. And then Teresa, you can tell she's a little mad. She goes, I'm not even going to go there. These two run hot. This is going to be interesting. Luann says one of her memorable moments is filming in Turks and Caicos and bringing back the men to the room. And Heather didn't like that on the show. So Luann's famous, be cool. Don't be all uncool. Vicki again reminds the ladies, none of them would be here without me. Porsha then starts teaching the girls to twerk. Oh, Lord. Okay. And Kyle, I didn't realize she is so tiny. I know she works out a lot, but she looks great. She has the tiniest little waist. Twerking with Porsha. Okay. So next scene, the ladies are now getting ready for 80s Bunco night. Lisa compliments Teresa on her wedding hair. And, Teresa says the higher the hair, the closer to God. Then Luz says to Gizelle, Vicki has a mean streak and can be aggressive. And Gizelle says she's kind of being a mean girl. So while they're all waiting outside, a little blue family van pulls up. Kyle says, Vicki, the car is here. So for those of you, if you know, you know, season 1 Vicki screams in an episode when they're all going on a trip. And she obviously ordered a ride to take them all to their destination, wherever the airport or whatever. And this little, just shitty van pulls up. And Vicki's iconic. When do you ever bring a family van to pick up 6 people? When would you send a family van? Too funny. We are now at the Quiet Woman. Tamra, Joe De La Rosa, Gina Keogh, Heather Dubrow, they're all here. And I love that Heather comes with a replica of the famous cake. That girl, Sarah, broke the bow off my cake and ate it. The Quiet Woman is also just so iconic from OC because of the iconic, keep eating, keep eating. This isn't my plate, you fucking bitch. And then enter Shannon. There is active tension right now between Tamra and Shannon. This was filmed before OC started filming. So Vicki gets on stage and says, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. 15 years ago, I filed for divorce. I was super insecure and scared. Slade ridiculed me and said I look like Miss Piggy. While filming a Bunco party, I asked Gretchen how she could support a man who speaks to women that way. I then decided to do plastic surgery. What he said really affected me for a long time. Changed my life. All the girls chime in and say, well, he's the pig. I would actually like NeNe Leakes to read Slade. That would be amazing. Vicki says, I want to go forward and I love you all. Vicki, this is weird. I truly still don't understand. She takes out pictures of Gretchen and Slade and puts them on a table with candles. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? And then Joe comes over. She goes, why do my ex and Gretchen have candles all over them? Because Joe used to date Slade. Luann walks right up to the pics and smashes them. Yes, Luann. But why did Vicki do this weird thing in the first place? Gizelle goes, this has gotten dark. Tamra toasts to Vicki for getting her motherfucking orange back for season 20. Can I get a woohoo? Now let's go play Bunco. Kyle says, wow, these OC people are loud. So then Shannon sits down at a table with Tamra, and Gizelle kind of just goes, y'all hate each other? Shannon looks at Tamra and says, I filmed with you and let the prior year go of you attacking me every time we filmed. And I moved forward. And I laughed with you, and I filmed with you, and we went away together. That is moving forward. Tamra then says, I'm the one that's good. I got a husband, kids going to college. I'm the one who has everything. I'm not the one who is struggling right now. Ouch, that's kind of harsh, Tamra. Shannon stands up and says, the fact that I filmed with you after you calling me a fucking see you next Tuesday 18 times at a dinner party? Tamra just says, the truth hurts, bitch. Shannon says, you're delusional. Tamra says, I'm not the one, and then she kind of alludes to knocking drinks back, meaning Shannon has a problem with drinking. Shannon's like, stop it with the alcohol thing. Vicki says, can we please have some cake? Kyle says, Tres Amigas? More like Tres Enemies. Gizelle then tells Tamra that Vicki said earlier on the yacht that she can't trust you because you make things up so she won't confide in you. Tamra says, oh, wow. So exit that conversation. Tamra goes and grabs Vicki and pulls her aside and tells her what Gizelle said. Vicki says, I wasn't talking shit about you. I never said you make up lies. I get scared being around you for conflict. And then, starts fighting her wig off. She's like, ugh. Vicki says, I love Shannon, and we're the Tres Amigas, and it does affect us. Vicki says Gizelle is a pot stirrer. Tamara says, I want us to be us because I love you. I'm here for you. I want the best for you. I've known you for 20 years. Vicki then says, Gizelle is out of my life. Why would she pull her aside and say that? Playing dirty and now in her business. Heather ends up giving a beautiful toast to the OGs at the end, and that is it for this episode. But they show clips, moving forward, and things are definitely going to heat up. Wow, what an episode. Episode debut. Lots of fun mixing all these ladies together, all these different energies together. I love it. Something's going to brew. I already feel it between Vicki and Teresa, and then something's going to go down with Gizelle just stirring the pot like that, like running to Vicki, just talking shit on Tamara. It's weird, but I'm here for it. And that's it for this Bravo breakdown on Just Saying. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned as I continue recapping Season 5 of Ultimate Girls Trip. What are your thoughts so far? Send me a message, leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.